Hey guys, Sean here. This is the Advent of Code 2020 Day 3, Part 1. I've noticed quite a few people that just do live streams when they're doing Advent of Code or they're posting their videos right away, so I'm going to do the same thing. Um, you know, it's up to you. Use your discretion if you actually want to know the answer or not. Either way, here we go. Alright, so Day 3, Toboggan Trajectory. With the toboggan login problem solved, you set off toward the airport. While travel by toboggan might be easy, it's certainly not safe. There's very minimal steering and the area is covered in trees. You'll need to see which angles will take you near the fewest trees. Due to the local geology, trees in this area only grow on exact integer coordinates in a grid. You make a map, your puzzle input, of the open squares, periods, and trees, pound. Okay, you can see, for example, all right, so that's going to be our sample input there. These aren't the only trees, though, due to something you read about once involving arboreal genetics and biome stability. The same pattern repeats to the right many times. Okay, so just repeat. All right. Easy. You start on the open square in the top left corner, and you need to reach the bottom below the bottommost row on the map. Okay, the toboggan can only follow a few specific slopes. You opted for a cheaper model that prefers rational numbers. Start by counting all the trees you would encounter for the slope right 3, down 1. Uh, from your starting position at the top left, check the position is right 3, down 1. Then check the position that is right 3 and down 1 from there, and so on until you go past the bottom of the map. The locations you'll check in the above example are marked here with 0, where they have contact with their X's and trees. So it's 3 and 1. So they're not counting, so going over 1, 2, 3, they're not counting this as a hit. They're only counting like where you land. Okay. So it's not. In this example, traversing the map using this slope would cause you to encounter 7 trees. Okay. Starting at the top left corner of the map, the following slope right 3 and down 1. How many trees would you encounter? Okay. All right. So I got that sample. Let's save that sample code there. Let's go into linked pad. I'm just going to do the same thing that I normally do and start with my input here. Let's change this to day 3, part 1. Got it. Okay, so let's think. So I want to go right 3, and I want to go down 1. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but for int, so we'll go through each row equals each row, because they're essentially skipping this first row, so I'm just going to start with 1, we'll start it down. Row is less than or equal to input dot count, right? I'm going to say less than because we're starting new. Okay. Row and then we're going to go down. We're going to advance down 1. But so we'll say down. So what this is going to do is we're going to start essentially on row 1, and then we're going to continue while we still have rows to go through, and then we're going to go up by, or go down by whatever this down is, so 1. So that's what we want there. Line equals input, and we'll use this here. We'll get row. Right, so we want to get the row, get the line, and now from here we want to say, so we have the line, we want to go, let's call this the block, we want to get the block, the next block equals line dot substring, right 1. Okay, so what that'll do is it'll give us the character at position 3 for this one. So it'll be the 1, 2, 3. It'll count over 3 and give us this. We need to increment this though, right? Yeah. So let's not use right because that's our value. So we'll use right index, and we'll start that at right. So then we'll say, start with the right index, and then after we use it, we'll increment it. Right, increment it by right, so we'll increment it by 3. And then we just check if the block equals a tree. If block is equal to a tree, then so we'll need another counter here. Let's just say trees equals 0. Trees plus plus. So increment that plus plus. What happens if I run it? Starting index cannot be larger than the string. Okay, because because this repeats over, what we need to do is eventually this right index gets larger than the amount of the width that we have there, the length of the line, and because it just repeats in the same pattern, we'll need to do a little math right here. So we'll say if right index is greater than or equal to, I think, greater than or equal to, yeah, length, then right index equals right, come on, index minus line dot length. Okay, so that ran okay. Cancel right line trees. Okay, so that gave us the 7, which is what our output is supposed to be. So let's go and get our input. I'll put this on screen. Save it. Open this up. Run it. 164. Good. There we go. So I got my first gold star for the day. There we go, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you like these videos. I'm probably going to keep putting out some programming videos, as well as I'm a glass blower as well. So I'm probably going to put out glass blowing videos as well. Alright, thanks guys.